They call it strength when a woman carries everyone's burden, but has no one to carry hers. They call it love when she sacrifices sleep, dreams, and her own soul just to keep everyone else okay. But what do you call it when that same woman finally breaks?
My name is Aima.
I live in a quiet town in Ohio. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. And once, I was a girl with a dream. I used to believe that life had something special for me, that I was meant to do more,
To be more.
but somewhere between the noise of responsibilities and the silence of my own heart, I disappeared. Every morning, I woke up at 5 a.m., made breakfast for the kids, pressed my husband's clothes, cleaned, packed, folded, worked, cooked, repeated. I was a machine, but no one noticed I was running out of fuel. People said, "Aima, you're so strong. You're such a supermom. You always keep it all together." But they didn't see how I cried in the shower, so no one would hear. They didn't see how empty I felt when I looked in the mirror. One night, after the kids fell asleep, I stood in the kitchen, sweeping crumbs off the floor. My back hurt,
My hands were dry.
and suddenly, tears began to fall. Not loud, not dramatic, just soft, tired weeping. My husband came in. He looked at me and asked, "Why do you always look so drained?" I wanted to scream,
To say.
because I'm dying inside, but I just forced a smile. "I'm okay," I whispered. And he walked away. That night, I looked up at the ceiling. No fancy prayers, just one broken whisper. "God, give me strength, or give me a reason to keep going." That whisper turned into something unexpected. Memories, old dreams, a version of me that I had buried long ago. Did you know I once wanted to be a writer? I used to write stories in high school, poems, letters, little pieces of hope on torn pages. But after marriage, after motherhood, after survival, that dream faded. I forgot her, the girl who believed in words. That night, I opened a drawer, pulled out an old notebook, pages yellowed, edges worn. I opened to a fresh page and wrote, "My story is not over yet." 7 words, but they felt like fire in my veins. The next day, I typed those words into a Facebook post. No one reacted, no likes, no comments. But I didn't care, because something inside me had awakened. So I kept writing. Every night, one thought, one feeling, one truth. I wrote about motherhood, about burnout, about feeling invisible, about crying behind closed doors. And slowly, people began to notice. First 2 likes, then 5, then 20. Then one night, a post went viral. It was called, "A Letter to the Woman Who's Always Tired." And within 2 days, it reached 800,000 people. My inbox flooded. Strangers wrote, "You put my pain into words. I thought I was alone. Thank you. You wrote my story, Aima." A magazine editor messaged me, "Would you write a column for us?" I froze.
Me?
A columnist? I looked at my cracked hands, at the pile of laundry beside me, and then said quietly,
Yes.
"I'll do it." That was the beginning, but it wasn't the end of struggle. I tried YouTube. My first video got 14 views. Second got 9. The third, 0. I cried again, felt like giving up again, but something in me whispered, "You're not here for views. You're here for voices." So I kept going. I changed my style, learned about editing, bought a $20 microphone, and started sharing short, emotional voiceovers. One night, I uploaded a video titled, "I'm More Than a Mother, a Message to Every Exhausted Woman in America." I uploaded it and went to sleep. By morning, it had 2,000 views. By afternoon, 100,000. By the end of the week, over 1 million. The comments broke me
And healed me.
You just saved my life tonight. I was about to walk away from everything, but I watched your video and cried. You don't know me, but you gave me hope. I sat on the floor of my bedroom, holding my phone, tears running down my face. And for the first time in years, I felt seen. Not as a wife, not as a mother, not as someone's helper, but as Aima, the woman who had something to say, and the courage to say it. My husband walked in,
He saw me crying.
and this time, he didn't walk away. He sat next to me, held my hand, and said, "I'm proud of you." Today, my YouTube channel helps support our family. My writing has reached millions. And most importantly, I found her again, the girl who used to dream. And if you're watching this and you feel like giving up, I need you to hear this. You are not just tired. You are carrying too much. And it's okay to stop,
To cry. To rest.
to want more. You were not born to just cook, clean, serve, repeat. You were born to live.
To breathe. To create. To feel joy.
You are not just strong. You are human. You matter. So, tonight, after the kids fall asleep, light a candle, open a blank page, or stand in front of a mirror and whisper to yourself, "My story is not over yet." Because it isn't. Not for Aima, not for you, not for any woman who dares to believe in herself again. Goodbye.